I'm live. Hey, hi everybody. This is Harry and Donna at HHD Instrument Boutique, Missouri, what have you. And my cat's now needing to meow repetitively because, well, that's what they do the minute we go live. Um, Donna's going to do a sound check for us, and then we should be good to go. All right, we've got sound. All right, today we're going to be wiring up a J bass, and I'm going to smoke a cigarette at the same time. The
herd cats.
Donna's going to go herd cats. So there's that. If you guys want to comment, say something, say hi, chit chat, bullshit. I do have the comments open. Donna's job is to actually monitor that while she's cat herding, but we'll see what that happens. Jazz style bass. J basses have a two single coil pickups, a bridge and a neck pickup. It's a very simple electronic system, and 9 times out of 10, when you buy a jazz bass, you are not going to get, when you buy a jazz bass in parts to build, you are not going to be fortunate enough to get your entire harness wired. But Pitbull Guitars did it. I think the first company we used, the Fret Wire, they also did it. So I don't have to do this, which is a nice change compared to the Gibson.
Yeah.
Now the wiring on this is pretty basic. We have a black ground and we have red grounds that connect all the pots together to keep the pickups from buzzing. The blue wires are live wires, and that is what connects to our jack. Okay. And of course, capacitor on the tone pod. The one thing about this bass, as opposed to others, is that we are going to have some copper shielding tape in the entire project, which is going to require those scissors, the scissors.
The scissors. I'm looking for these ones. Oh, these are not straight. Oh, right here. There they are.
All right, so don't look.
I am not. I see the little light dancing around the room already.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut our shielding here. Shielding tape you can pick up pretty much anywhere. It's just copper. Yeah. And it's sticky on one side.
And reflective on the other. So much so I'm not looking over there because there are lights and reflective damage.
All right, so first things first, we're going to get our first piece of copper shielding in there, nice and tight, and we're going to cut right there, which will, then make the copper shielding tear a little bit, which is fine because we need to get it out of that one little tiny spot, and put the excess right there. There we go.
baby. I puts it in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. Rich, old, very gullible dude. And then we're gonna cut right about there. And we're gonna try to make a straight line. Wow, I got 4 people watching. What the fuck?
Hi guys.
Hi everybody. No pressure.
No pressure at all.
No pressure. As I'm now gonna start dropping shit like a fucking idiot. Oh, yay. I'm not nervous at all. I am definitely gonna burn myself right in the fucking
Don't
hand.
do that.
It's gonna happen.
That won't be good.
It's gonna happen. I have performance anxiety.
Oh, I know. Got stage fright. Me too.
All right, so now we take this small strip and we join it up with our other bad boy right there. Now, I don't know if you can really see it very well on the screen. I guess if you go real big, you'll see there's a little gap in it. That shouldn't be too much of an issue because it's not on the electronic side. The electronic side is where all of the electromagnetic frequencies will interact and potentially cause wiring buzz.
And that's what you don't want.
And that's what we don't want.
You're not with the buzz.
So our next one, which is a little bit more of a pain in the butt because it's so small, which is weird. Normally the big ones are a pain in the butt.
That's what she said.
That's a joke for my non-heteronormative friends. Vince easily says hi, sort of, by a like.
Hi.
Hi, Vinny. All right, so we're gonna go there, and cut up about halfway. Yeah. And all right, now this end of the shielding, we are going to lay directly into the bottom, and we're not really going to concern ourselves so much about the sides because we don't really have to. What we do really need to do is we need to get this bottom taken care of.
I'm good.
So that it's resting in shielding. Because we are going to install a little bit of foam.
Sorry.
Okay. Just making sure you're all right.
Yeah. Knocking stuff over. Trying to put things up.
And then little trick is fold it a little bit like this when you go to put it in to get it in the bottom. And have smaller fingers than I do. Ha 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 ha! I am a tool using monkey. And then once you get it in the hole, oh, Donna's gonna giggle like a 12-year-old boy.
Yes.
This entire time. Once you get the shielding in there, you just gotta press it down so it's nice and flat. If you get in the cutouts for the screws, that's fine. Just push it because it's copper shielding tape, so it's super thin. Okay. And then we're not going to shield over here because that's where the hole is to go through to this chamber. And by the way, Pitbull gave us like a fucking ginormous roll.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. By the time we get
awesome.
when we get the other two, we're gonna probably have twice as much as we had here, which probably
And I
be enough
was
for another,
thinking
like,
about
5
buying a
roll.
bunch of it.
Yeah, I was gonna buy a roll.
But we see how much came with it, and I was like,
well, I was gonna buy one even
dang.
after I saw how much came with it. I was like, because we're gonna need it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Just so everyone who's here knows, every guitar that we build, every bass that we build, every electronic instrument we build is going to have copper shielding from this point forward. Not only for my own peace of mind, but it's just a better quality instrument. If you are isolating everything from the electromagnetic frequencies of the other parts.
Faraday cage there.
This is, part of the things that we learned when we start doing this stuff is, how can we improve the quality without, increasing so much the price. Now, we're going to rest right in this gap here. And then there's a drop off, so we're just gonna push it into that ledge there. Right, like that. Okay, and then we will squeeze it on down in there. I gotta find the other hole. There it is, okay. And we take our trusty pencil tool here and break open the gap for the wires for the other pickup. Now, as far as this video is concerned, we're going to do all the soldering, so everything will be as close to assembled as possible, but we are not going to complete the assembly because we're still waiting on the tongue oil on the head.
Weather permitting.
Which is a weather issue. We had, hi Grim.
Oh, Grim. Hi.
How you doing?
We had really cold weather the past few days.
Yeah, the past few days it's been like abnormally cool, and I understand that there are people who are from the north that are like, oh, well, that's not real cold. Well, it's real cold for here in Florida, and it makes us doing our work outside impossible. So,
yes. Things have to cure at a certain, between a certain variable temperature and
they let off, noxious chemicals when they cure. So we kind of don't want to
have it in the house, especially with the kids.
Yeah, with the
cats.
kitties. Do you have long, thin, proby type of thing? Like thinner.
Yes, hold on. Oh, I just had them.
I mean, I guess we could make one out of one of the excess pedal hangers that we had.
This?
Aha!
All?
All will work. Just want to make sure I have an entire hole.
I'm in awe of you.
There we go. So you just want to make sure that you have as much of the hole exposed as possible. So you want to make sure that you have as much of the hole exposed as possible. So this way, when you do pass the wires through, they don't get caught. Just little tips and stuff like that to make sure that you have an easier time
making holes.
wiring up something that you're going to put copper shielding on. And now we are going to already did that. We already penetrated. I'm just going to use the last pieces of scrap just to.
No, the area shielding there.
And also, if you have smaller fingers, congratulations. This will be a lot easier for you than it is for me. I have these big, old, fat fingers. That's why I play the bass. Because I can play guitar, but I can't play it anywhere near as well as I can play the bass because big, old, fat fingers.
Fight for us.
I guess maybe if we got like a 6-string bass and then put guitar strings on it, I might be able to swing it with the string spacing so that I could actually, not slam like 3 strings in one shot.
Right.
That would be groovy. That would be groovy. Right. And we're gonna go right above the hole here.
Well, hello and goodbye.
And here we
Hot stuff is gonna be panel here. Hot stuff, baby.
all right, so let's put this down there. The next one of these videos I'm going to do is going to be with the 5-string fretless. So as you can see, don't look, Donna. It's nice and shiny. That's what you want. You want all this stuff to be nice and shiny. So this way, it's blocking electromagnetic waves. Okay, it was blue on top or red on top? I think it was blue on top, red on the bottom.
I think it's red on top.
That's blue. It's blue.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Blue fits.
Yeah.
Tight. And then the red fits
The bottom.
here. Remember I started by putting the blue
yeah.
in the bottom, so I figured, blue bridge makes sense.
Yeah,
No.
It's a little bit, yeah.
They're Australian. They're upside down.
Yeah.
All right, so right now we're getting a little bit of resistance because as much as you try, you will not ever perfectly get.
Need a wider hole.
No, it's just catching like right on the edge. But give me that. I can fish. Come on. You know what? I'm going to start with you. Don't be a jerk. I'm not going to be a jerk anyway. Because the camera's on now. Mind you, when the camera was off, this thing just slid right through.
I know, right?
It was like a glove. Camera's on. Camera's on. No. But yeah, there we are. All right, so again, I'm not going to put any of the foam padding, any of the screws in place because we don't want to put any screws in place until the neck is in place so that we can actually line up the pick guard perfectly. And then when we put all the screws in, everything will be nice and fit copacetic. But for right now, not that I'll be able to lift it because it'll be all loose. I won't be able to lift it because it won't be together. It'll be loose. Basically, this is what we're going with. The pick's in there. The pickups are in there. The pick guard is on about where it's supposed to be, and this is our wiring harness plate, and that's generally what we're going to be looking at when we're done. But now I don't need you on here anymore for now. Okay, so you are not as helpful as you think you are. Okay, so we have red wires, blue wires, and black wires. Our red wires here are joiners between each one of the pots for the ground. The blue wires here are joiners for each one of the pots for the live. And that's it. There is no similarity beyond that. What we want is we want the wires from the neck pickup to go in the front, the wires from the bridge pickup to go in the second pot, and then the third pot doesn't get any extra wires because that's the tone pot. You can tell the tone pot because it has this little nifty capacitor on it. I don't know how well we really, yeah, that little green guy right there. That little capacitor is what makes the magic happen. And then we have this big old ground wire. Now what this ground wire does is it goes through this little tiny ass fucking hole.
Through here, a little hole.
And I have to actually find it. Crap. I think I got it.
Well, you still got the
I do.
feel for
I got feel for the hole. There's no hair around it. Got it. Got you, you little shit. Aha! Okay, so first things first, we're going to connect all of these really big loose wires because they're really big, loose, and they will be easy to connect. What's everybody saying?
Fire in the hole. Hello, Aunt I and RL Limbers. Yes, hello, everybody from RLM, Grim, Vinny, Aunt I.
Hi, Grim. Welcome to Stubby Gorilla Finger Club. All right. Now comes the fun part.
Woo-hoo, play with tools.
I need to find my wire clippers.
Oh, wire clippers?
They're in here somewhere.
They should be in there.
I don't think they're in here.
They're not. I probably got some. Well, I don't know. Where did I put mine?
Oh, look at the strippers.
I know. Box.
No,
Tools.
this is my grab stuff with, but that's, they should be in here because I used them when I did the Gibson, and I put everything from the Gibson back in here.
Yes.
To make my life easier because these are all the tools I use.
They're totally not in the case.
They should not be because they don't fit in the case.
No. Whoa, bitch you down. I think that's so cool.
What about the toolbox that's down there?
More likely.
The plastic toolbox. Donna's got tools everywhere.
I do, and I'm running out of space, so I need to get more shelves.
Yeah, this is just fret files, Allen keys, that bridge that we bought that didn't fit the Aria. Oh, look, see? Donna had it the entire time. Okay, so the reason why we need these, obviously, is because we need to strip wires. Because they do give us, you know, there are ends on the wire, but they are not big enough. And I like to be able to fold my wire over when I do a soldering job, just so that I know it's definitely making contact, especially after the Gibson. I don't know if anyone has watched the video about the Gibson. I'm pretty sure the video where I'm soldering the Gibson is
Yes.
up on Facebook. It may also be up on HHD.
Well, I know that Rob doesn't have Facebook, but I'm sure he's watched our struggle.
Well, the
the chronicles of the struggle.
see, I'm just basically looking for like 3/16.
Yeah.
About 3/16 exposed wire, just so I can get it folded over. Because the pots, they have a little eye on them. Video blocked for
I'm
copyright infringement.
trying. I really have a terrible time with word association. Well, it's like word to song association. So it's a really bad habit. I'm trying to do better. Trying to be better.
Copyright infringement because Donna's singing.
I'm trying. It's difficult, man.
It's all right. No one needs to hear me. They just need to watch what I'm doing. Except, that I explain stuff while I'm doing it, but that would be problematic, I suppose. All right, so we've got our wires stripped out. We have our copper shielding in.
Yep. Pot cleaner.
We're going to give these guys a little bit of a spray. The ones that we're actually.
What are you doing?
And just so you know, it's propyl ethanol cleaner. Okay, I can't see what if it was well shown off, but I'm not smoking right now, so it's okay to do this. And all we're really doing with this is just making sure everything is nice and clean so that we get good contact when we solder these in place. And now comes the fun part. Where's my solder? I probably should have been like much more prepared for doing this than I am, but well, we're looking at who I am as a person when it comes to that type of stuff. Hey Donna.
Yes.
The roll of solder.
The roll of solder. I wonder if it's in
The same place you were just in.
more likely.
Either that or it's in the place where you were keeping the iron. Like I said, I'd be much more organized, if I had a brain in my head. So what we're going to do is first, we're going to get some solder on each one of the wires. So what we like to call tinning. And this would be like one of those great moments where if I had the extra, $200, I'd have a whole soldering octopus.
I really want to sing a song right now, but I won't.
Soldering octopus?
Something about an octopus.
Soldering octopus?
An octopus with a love of botany.
Do you have this channel there? Yeah.
I don't know.
There we go.
There you go. See it smoke. Still want to sing the song. I won't. What did you get on the Facebook stand?
Come on. There we go. Again, this is something you're gonna probably need to blow up like 1,000% in order to see it. But actually, no, you don't. Donna, can you hold this for me? Right there. Because this isn't attached yet, and I'm smart enough, well, lucky enough to do the side that's nice and free, and I don't have to pull it out at anything. Come on, focus. There we go. So there you go. Now it's nice and tinned. Let's move those fingers.
And I really like the way the copper looks with the lighter portion of the wood. Man, if it wasn't so highly reflective.
There you go. All right. So that's all we're going to be doing to all of these wires, just to get them like preset for soldering to the pots while the pots are drying from me hosing them down with cleaner. Because cleaner is flammable.
Yes.
So this plus those pots, maybe a little flamey, and I don't want that in my face. Not today.
Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Not today. I just see.
That reminds me, I gotta do that too. Gotta take my my Gordon's Fisherman back down to Ernest Hemingway again.
Remember when you used them the sexy Papa Smurf? Remember the Smurf meme? Metro Papa Smurfs. Why do these Papa Smurfs look like Harry?
Papa Smurf look like me. High and sexy bastard.
And for those who might just be tuning in, we are working on the Be Love base. it was the project for February, and you know, all we're really doing right now is connecting the pickups and all that fun stuff. When the weather gets better here, warms up a little bit more, I'll
This
be out
weekend.
there. Yep, this weekend, putting some tung oil on this bitch and throwing it on the body there and calling it done. And already started sketching out on the banjo project, not on the stencil, but actually drawing it out on the body. I'm not going to go big. I'm going to do a little small thing because of the way it's constructed.
And it is a little small.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of small, and it's like 2 pieces. So it's kind of like a wooden pick guard, if you may. So that's going to be mostly wood burnt using pyrography. I mean, and then maybe a little paint. I'm kicking around the idea. So I think it's constructed in a way that I can, toy around with it, but I'm not going to toy around with it too long because I like to get it up and out the door because that was January's project that just showed up. So, and then I can get cracking on the Aprils and Marches. Yeah, March and Aprils. So, yeah, playing catch up. So fun.
And then once we get April's done, as long as it gets done before the end of April,
Yep.
we should be back on track.
Yeah, and those 2 ideals really are simplistic, especially April's. So,
Well, March is pretty easy to do.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, all you're doing is paint.
Yeah, true. I tend to like burning better than I do painting.
I understand.
I hate seeing good wood being painted. It's a thing for me. It's almost like burning books. So yeah, we've just been a busy lot. This Beloved base for those playing catch up here with the stream. It's zebra wood. It comes from Australia. Pitbull Guitars is where we got the materials, and we're putting it together. I put some tung oil on it, and I did a carving of a double bass cliff that's turned in on itself, so it forms a heart, little heart. And I put epoxy in it. First time I tried a mix epoxy, and I did not like that very well. It did not set. It stayed jelly pretty much. Gelatinous mess. And so I learned, and I did a little bit more research, and I got a better product, and I'm very pleased with it. The color came out beautiful. It looks cherry, like a cherry color, and it's got luminescence in there, so it glows in the dark.
And it's pink when it glows in the dark.
Yes, it's so cute. But overall, I've been really pleased with the quality of the wood. And it's freaking beautiful. Freaking beautiful. making the hook.
I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this again, but I'm going to try and do it this way. Of course, 'cause, I got to put my glasses on. So I fashioned myself a little hook to hook onto the
What you doing to my wood, boy?
to hook onto the little eyelets on these tone pots. The center one is the one that's going to get. There's a reason why I put stuff where I put it.
I know.
You know why, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm quite.
Hey, I guess that is why I didn't. The oil off.
You're not wiping the oil off. You're wiping the cleaner off.
Ew.
The pick guard goes there. That's why I put it there.
Okay.
We have no choice. I have to put stuff somewhere. We don't have enough table. We don't have the machine in the room to do live in the room where the table is. So
Yes.
I'm kind of stuck here.
Yes.
All right, so this is our first pot that we're doing. So very important. Just try to lay everything out so that you're just folding it back on top of itself when you're doing this, just in case you were wondering.
Not easy.
It is a lot easier. And the first one that we're going to worry about doing is the tone, because the tone is the pain in the ass one, because it's in here. Just going to use the soldering iron to hold it together. And kind of wish that I had a third hand. Hold that. Aha!
Maybe a fourth hand. Feel like one of those magician stagehand bitches. Yeah. Watch this magic trick. Put together a face. Ta-da, motherfuckers, ta-da. Ta-da.
We're gonna prep our
Next.
top pot. All right, so we put a little bubble on top just to have a place to attach our wire.
Really glad y'all are joining us this evening. Yeah, I understand it's Friday night, and so really means a lot to us that you join us.
Yeah, that's cool.
joining us for what we do. This is how we live, man. uh, uh, Grim says, dang, people calling while I'm watching live stream, those boogers. I feel the same way. I have a good friend from back home that knows that we do productions and still calls like 5 minutes before or sometimes during.
The famous Ferris.
The famous Ferris.
Now we gotta turn.
You trying to watch a live stream or watch video? My favorite, Bailey Syrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least she.
How dare you rub Bailey? Man. But anyway.
It's not every day you get to see somebody put on makeup and talk about murder.
Right.
Okay, so we got our first tone pot well secured, not falling off or anything like that.
This life flashed before my eyes.
Just so we're all aware, I catch knives at work, so I'm okay.
I've caught the iron so many times.
Yeah, because I can do it blind. That's how well I know the parameters of my hand and what I'm looking at. All right, so all right, there we are. Good. Our hook is now on. Wire. Get in there. There we go. Beautiful. That's a much nicer looking one than the first one. Kind of proud of myself with that one. All right, and then our final solder joint. Let's get our bubble going. Get high
Grim says he always liked when they would call during freakers and I would answer the phone. Hi, you're live on Oriole. They always be stuttering on what? Yeah, I always try to catch, spam likely calls live. Because sometimes I'll troll them. But I don't know if you're all acquainted with the legendary Charles Lamson. Charles Lamson's the rant. He's been on pretty much every network I built, but he had a habit of calling people and not telling them that they were on the air. It's like, Charles, why are we live on the air? Yes. Damn it, Charles! No! Click. Call him back later. I told you. Don't get me wrong. Love the dude. Good guy. But
Kind of a dick.
Kind of a dick when it comes to the radio calling. Oh, I see a little paw under the door. It's like oh, I hear the cries of the kitties. But, they're handling irons and solder, stuff of that nature, so we're going to have to tolerate each other for a minute while we get this done.
I'm not saying that this has potential paramilitary application for any of you guys who are anarchists. Just in case you were wondering,
We're just making guitars, man.
we're just making guitars. I know, someone might make a clock, and everyone gets nervous about it.
True, but we're just making guitars. Yeah, I want to make one of those snazzy Jesus clocks, though. They're like, Jesus, look at the time. Jesus looking at the time.
No.
All night. Oh, shit.
I thought you were going to do one where his arms, but the arms of the
I thought about that, too.
And then he's only right, at
420?
No, 3, at
Oh, 316.
345.
Oh, 345. 316.
No, John is right at 316.
Right. We don't have the help.
Really, guys?
He is so, doing that whole reenactment of, shining there.
Listen, soldering iron, you gotta work with me here. Thank you.
If you like what you see here, you can always support and fund these endeavors by going over to
The Sacred Agora.
the Sacred Agora.
Shopify.com.
I think I just need to start a buyourshit.com. I wonder if somebody's got that. I need to check into it. I know that my friend Dave, Somerville, he runs Holy Shit Live. And I think we have a link for
On
some of
didactic
those.
space.
Yeah, well, he has. We interlink. We've interlinked websites, so you can find his stuff on Didactic Space and visit what he does. I made the logo for his website. It's a lovely pile of shit.
What is this?
Did you turn it
I
down?
accidentally turned it down. That's why.
Oh, I was gonna say, why is it doing that? I mean,
Oh, wait, let's give it a minute to heat up.
heat up. I can't sing. Okay, I gotta stop it. I need to go into a song. This is really difficult.
You know when it's ready because it'll, start.
Soldering. Smoldering.
Almost. Here we go.
Almost.
Hold on. It's not hot at the top. It's out in the middle.
I'm gonna clean the tip again.
Again.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use the contact cleaner to clean the tip.
Aha, there we go. Need a pull. Yeah, you could totally use the cleaner, the connector cleaner for that. Should work. Mm-hmm.
Can you guys stop?
Wow.
It's nice and hot now. Is it my prettiest work? No.
No.
But is it done? Yes.
Yeah. Pull. Yeah. And pull it.
Pull it. There we go. There we go. Cut it up.
Aha.
Yeah, nice. Nice, solid. Make sure we're
Covered over there.
covered here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prettier than I thought it was going to be. Yay! All right. so that is the soldering work. Now we got the one other thing. It's a pain in the butt to do, but I'm gonna unplug this first and give Donna the base that we have for it so that she could put it in a safer place than on the edge of the PV.
Yes.
Well, that's been an hour.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for all the endurance and
Right there too.
Everything. Thank you.
I'm glad.
Did you forget something?
No, I did something wrong. I'm an idiot. I need the fire back.
The fire.
All right, now this is what happens when I'm an idiot. Hold this.
I will.
I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing.
We was almost out of here.
This is the wrong ground.
You connected
Connected it to itself like a fucking moron.
Happens.
But let's hope that doesn't fuck my pooch up with that.
It shouldn't. No. It shouldn't mess anything up. It's brown. And just put it back on top of the top.
No, getting it in.
Yeah.
No, getting it in the hole here.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, this wasn't cooled off enough.
Different kind of ground boot. Yep. Anything going on live later this evening over there at ROM? Let me know. I'll shout you out. I know this afternoon Vinny did his American Dissidents. Like every Friday, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over there on RLM Radio. .xyz.
That was relatively painless. This is a godsend. I love this thing.
I know, it's pretty neat.
But yeah, I'm gonna fucking have to spray and sandpaper this thing down. Donna, that's for you. That's for you. And now here comes
Oh, yeah. Moosey over there at RLM will probably be streaming some Billy motherfucking Strings. Yeah. Billy Strings, motherfuckers. Billy Strings. So I love some,
Billy.
Yes.
Strings.
Yes, I do.
All right. So now, if we had our neck all set up and ready to roll, we would be screwing this thing together and selling it. Because it is now 100% wired.
Got the little wire hanging out, poking out.
Oh,
Hello.
we can actually show them that.
Yeah.
All right, so the ground
Everything.
The ground is this little wire right here. And what will happen is I will strip this down so that it's underneath the bridge, and I will eventually solder it to the bridge so that it stays put. And that concludes our To which I'm going to say it's time for me to go smoke a cigarette.
Can't do it. Almost. Almost.
So that's wiring a J base. So just in case you have a J base, you need to fix it. You have a bad connection. That's pretty much the long and short of the entire process. It takes if you're prepared to do it, it probably would take, if I was prepared to do it, just to like had everything all in one spot, wasn't looking for anything, wasn't stopping to communicate, and I was just sitting and doing it, I could bang one of these out in less than a half an hour, easily. Yes, Vinny, I said easily. I could bang one of these out in like a half an hour, no problem. And a more elaborate setup, probably like an hour and a half wiring. When you're talking about like the Gibson, if I was just sitting there doing it and just doing it, well, how long did it take me to do? 2 hours the first one, and that was my first one. The first J base that I wired, how long did that take me? An hour and a half?
No, not that long, really.
Yeah, I think well, you have to remember every wire was the same fucking color.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was true.
So
that was the lovely challenge.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the reasons why we chose not to go back with that company.
Well, that
and
the quality of their wood blows.
It's sorry, but it's not the greatest.
They don't really have like a selection. It's all basswood. That's all they got. And basswood's a good wood. It is a wood that basically that's what basses first were made out of. First electric basses were made out of basswood. But there are tonic differences between Zubra wood. The two guitars we're getting are ash, which just in case you're wondering, if you are a big fan of a particular guitar company that starts with the letter F and ends with Ender, they don't use ash anymore. They're not allowed to. They decided as a company to stop using ash because so many other people were using ash, and they felt it was having an environmental impact, which it was. People were growing ash trees to make more ash wood for guitars because it's a very good lightweight wood.
In comparison to, say,
maple, straight maple, and that one was, it's a hefty one, but the ash Pitbull guitars is still making ash guitar bodies, bass bodies, and whatnot. So if you want that lightweight guitar company, starts with an F, ends with an Ender feel, we'll be able to reproduce that for you guys. That will be able to be done here. And then once we have the full size workshop in a real house that's not in an apartment, we'll just get kiln dried planks of wood for various applications, because we're going to be doing a lot of testing of different qualities, different sound qualities, different sonic qualities of woods, so that we can customize a blend for very special instrument projects, especially ones that I have in mind for very special individuals that I'm not naming yet because, well, I don't want to ruin the surprise like in a year and change when I send them free instruments.
Oh, I'm sure she'll love it. Oh.
It's the cats running around.
Oh, Lord,
I mean, there are people
loud.
that are up there.
Yeah.
But,
oh, yeah.
No, now there are. People moved in. But, Scott and
yeah.
the ones that I'm going to need somebody with a fucking laser engraving CNC machine to make the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't wanna mention names, even though I just fucking did.
Sorry.
So yeah. But those I want to do like a special blended wood, and I want to make sure it sounds beautifully and it resonates well and all that type of stuff. I want to make it as unique as possible so that it actually shows that it's like, you know, a unique gift. And then, you know, if they actually like play them, and someone goes, "Where the hell did you get that bass from?" And then they advertise us, then that's a good thing too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get going because it's 9:30, and I leave here at 3 in the morning to go to work. So yeah, I still have work to do.
We got cats just
To placate.
yes to appease.
All right, so let's put
Thanks.
this in here.
Thanks everybody. Thank you for joining us, and go over to rlmradio.xyz. Catch some Billy motherfucking Strings. His band's, I believe, still doing the tour where they follow the tour of the Grateful Dead. I think they're still doing that. So, you know, check it out. They've been playing some great stuff, not only from the Dead, but greats from everyone. Great music from everyone. Bluegrass to, you know. Oh, it looks so lovely when it's going to be all together. You will see. But,
Trash. Oh, there's more.
yes, I can. I can open the door.
No, I said there's more.
Oh, there it is.
All right. So instead of looking at my ass while I clean up,
Yeah, I know you enjoyed it. You can send him $3 over on Buy Me a Coffee.
yeah. All right. So I'm gonna clean up. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for coming by. This video, if we'll see about getting it put up also on the HHD
Page.
It is on the HHD page. I'm live on the page.
Oh,
I'm live on
everywhere.
HHD. I'm live on Facebook, and I'm live on YouTube. My Facebook and YouTube. So we'll see about getting this as part of the collection of videos for
The playlist.
the Be Love playlist, and then this way you can see all of the art happening, and then this technical bullshit, and then final assembly after probably like one more art video of doing the tongue oil. That's probably Duo
Probably.
yelling at me.
And if you're wondering what I'm smoking over here, I am smoking what is known as a permanent cigar. And you can check out our friend Stephen Iggett over there on Facebook with Ignacio Handmade. He makes permanent cigars. And you can find him also on Instagram.
Black hardware.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, all the hardware on this bad boy is black, which is good for Donna.
Yes. The seizure girl.
With the exception of the springs, but she's not gonna have to look at those. Yeah, that's that.
Really, really happy with the overall quality of everything, from the hardware to the hardwood. Good stuff.
The pin for the strings, black.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get going, and thanks everybody for stopping by.
Guys, get on out of here.
Hi Sherry. Nice of you to join us.
Oh, finally!
She wants butt crack, by the way.
She wants butt crack. Well, you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
This is after hours.
Yeah, that is the OnlyFans content that we offer is my butt crack while I'm doing it. Either that or we're gonna buy a kilt. Then the OnlyFans content will be me building guitars while wearing a kilt.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Miss you, Sherry.
So all right, we're gonna get going. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the other art video and then the final assembly, which will be hopefully before my next 2 days off, which would be next Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because
the weather will clear up.
Well, yeah. As of Sunday, it's supposed to be back to normal. So
Get it all.
if you can get it done Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
maybe get depending on how far ahead you get with the banjo, maybe we can start doing the wiring on the banjo on Thursday, Friday, because I am off 2 days next week.
I already have like the whole.
Yeah, you already started sketching on the banjo.
That's pretty much it. All I have to do is burn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get everything all squared away and we get these two bad boys out by the end of this coming week, and then it's full steam ahead on the Ides of March Stratocaster and the not actual Stratocaster. It's a
Strat, like.
It is a Strat style guitar,
Mm-hmm.
and the half hollow body the Tele style guitar that we are doing for April, which is the theme is the Ram. Of course, I don't know how that's going to materialize. That is on Donna.
I already have it. I'm not getting too fancy, not as involved as, say, Pandora's Box. But
I should hope not.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember there's a veneer on that, so it's very thin. You don't want to. Don't want to go to town.
I got my plan.
All right. So we have plans.
All the stuff, all the materials that I will need for it already here. So all I have to do is wait for the guitars to get here.
All right.
Start executing them.
All right. So there we go. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching again,
Okay.
and we will see you next time. Bye bye.